The sheriffs were reporting that they had lost sight of him. They didn't know if he had gone east or west on the 10 or if he had continued south on the 605. I just took kind of a lucky stab at it, put the camera on the southbound 605 right near the 60 because that's where I knew he'd be popping out. And sure enough, he stuck out like a sore thumb.
Getting people up to date on how this started. We believe this started either in the San Dimas area or with the Walnut Sheriff Station in pursuit of two armed robbers.
How close are the cops?
And this vehicle that we're looking at, we understand, does not have plates on it. And this particular pursuit has gone through freeways. At one point, it went on to some side streets and then back onto the freeways. Alex, just a second ago, looking at one of the tires on this white pickup truck, there was a little bit of smoke coming out from it. Looks like he's lost a tire there, one of those rear tires.
Yeah, definitely lost the back left tire there, and as that tire starts to come apart there, it's really kind of beating up that left quarter panel there. He just threw something out of the vehicle, not sure what that is. I guarantee you the sheriffs are going to shut down the freeway behind this guy.
Oh, it looks like he's got
that tire definitely
flat. It's blown. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We've seen people continue to drive even without tires.
We've seen them drive with four,
Yeah, they can drive on their rims for a while.
He's starting to look a little distressed here. How close are the deputies behind him?
They're right behind him right now, and you can see right now, look at all the sheriffs that are involved in this
more than a few
now. And of course, yeah, just a handful right now as we come up. Well, we're right at the edge of the Kellogg Hill here, so I believe
he's got his
right
hands
at
out the window.
Grand or Holt. But yeah, it looks like this guy may comply here, but boy, certainly that took some time here. Again, they've been pursuing this guy now for about a half an hour, and they're just now finally getting this guy to come to the side of the road here.
Really
look at this, he's going to keep going.
No, and it does appear that there is a second person in the vehicle,
yeah.
Is it not?
It looks like there's somebody else in there now.
That's right.
Looks like he's on some, maybe he's on a cell phone. I can't tell.
We saw.
It looks like he's. It almost looks like he's texting or something,
texting while driving. Not always smart.
Well, now he's really in trouble.
Add that to the list of violations. Sure.
Yeah, really. He's got that $25 fine to worry about.
It's eastbound 10 right at the base of the Kellogg Hill. I believe this is Holt that he's either at or just past. And
the door's opening here.
This is right when it starts to make its way up the hill here on the eastbound side. Now the westbound side, of course, slowing down. Everyone's slowing down to take a look as well. But now this guy has his arms up here, so we're going to go ahead and push back in and let you watch as this guy
and there
goes
is
back
another person with their hands up as well in the passenger seat.
The most important thing now is for him to follow the instructions, which he's being given very specific instructions on exactly what he's to do and in what order he's to do them.
And they're taking great care here because there had been reports of some high-powered weaponry, and so they're really taking care, and you can see the response. No joke. They're going to take this situation very seriously and make sure that this person is unarmed.
12 to 18 patrol cars, perhaps more. I mean, that is a large number.
And there's ones down below too on the off-ramp. He's down on his knees. We're keeping this a fairly wide. We're keeping this a fairly wide shot, obviously for concern. Oh, he's walking back to the vehicle and getting back in the car.
Oh, look at this. He gets right back in the truck.
And
that was not part of what he was supposed to do. Okay, so really what you had here was he followed some of the instructions and then went right back into the truck and started to go again. That obviously was not part of the plan. The deputies ran back into their vehicles, and now they have to reposition themselves.
This is a tactical nightmare. Now, of course, they had him. We're right where they wanted him here, and he turned around and walked back to the truck, but they really, at that point, they pretty much almost had him. Now, they're not going to go up and they're not going to try to spin this guy out if he goes and tries to drive away again, because the problem there is that because of this talk of him having a weapon, possibly a long gun there, they're not going to want to take a chance and have him fire upon them. But now he's down on his knees. What they need to do is get in there and get this guy into custody quick before he changes his mind again. Again, he does had his arms out. Now he's got his arms sprawled out there. They may bring that second person out of the truck first because they don't want to bring their deputies too close to that truck if the other guy has a weapon here. So let's see what happens. But
he is now.
And what's the one thing that draws them all these different pursuits together? The cops are always going to do everything they can to try to make sure that they have the control of the situation. They want to make sure that they can't that the bad guy doesn't get an opportunity to look at them. They've got the control on the situation here. Now that other person in the car now looks like they have their hands up as well. Here you see one sheriff deputy with his gun drawn right there. Now look at this. They're going to come back. They're going to retreat. So they did that for cover so they could get that driver into custody. And now they're going to go ahead and retreat back, have that other person come out with their hands up, and they're going to do it all again here. But
and
that was certainly
how cautious
an interesting takedown there.
How cautious they are, because you had people who did not pay attention to instructions, who kind of surprised them. And so they are taking every possible precaution. Here comes the second person. It does look like it's a female.
Yeah.
And she's following.
That's right. Here comes the female. She's got her arms up. We feel confident where we can go ahead and zoom in and show you her right now, because she is complying. She actually looks fairly scared at this point. From what we're seeing, she's going to go down. She's going to sprawl out on the ground there. She's going to put her arms away from her body. That's what they want her to do, so that they can keep her arms in sight at all times here. They got her. They've told her to interlock her ankles there. So there you go. Nothing in her hands. They're going to come up. They're going to take her down. Now watch. You're going to see now as more deputies make their way up to the truck there, and you'll see them hold up. Usually they'll hold up 4 fingers indicating code 4, meaning that the situation is okay and that there is no one else in the vehicle. So here we go. They're going to come up. They're going to check that truck. It's a small truck. Not really a lot of room for anyone else. There you go. Code 4 right there.